That's good. That might be better. That might be better. Yeah, because that's more his
He was the
Yeah.
fire.
And
Yeah.
you have.
Yeah.
I don't know how helpful this is for you. I don't know how helpful this is for you.
There's a lot of people that are all friendly with candidates. You know, can you just give us your love, you know, bring the love, like bring it in.
We're gonna have Eileen. No. Yeah, yeah. That's perfect. That's good. That's all for reading. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
We actually introduced it.
Oh, you did? Oh my gosh, that's adorable. He was like, what was your name? I was like, I was like, oh gosh. And he's like, I've been ready. Oh.
I like her song, she's fighting.
I was waiting on you to go up, but I'm going to
I don't know who you are, you're my best friend.
I know.
I was just,
Right away, I got hugged.
we can be out in the middle of nowhere. Next thing you know, we got 15 friends around us. We just met a minute ago. By the time we were done, the next time Justin was party. Just grew and grew.
Yeah. Good. That's great. I'm glad. And creek by creek, I feel it with bonfire, so that's perfect.
A couple of lots on the river.
Originally, he was supposed to come up in December and we were hosting the get together and we're just like, you know, and just to find out, I was like, what? We were just talking to you.
Yeah. That's, yeah, exactly. That's what's such.
And I think that was why he was
Yeah.
he kind of knew that he was.
Seriously, reaching out to every single person. Every single person. Not a single person.
Didn't really tell anybody.
He did. He just said, oh, yeah, I can down there. See you, I love you. Yeah.
I'm like, man, I would have sure much rather come here. It's so hard driving, here. It's like half of these kids all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Look at all these cool trails and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
I said,
yeah.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we pull up and the girls come running out. She's not lost it. Didn't say anything for a minute.
Yeah.
It's like you can just see
That's
Justin.
lights for
You see dad in
forever.
their faces. It's like baby pictures and then like Justin was little.
Oh.
That's it. And then big grand and then you see the little girl and you're like,
A lot of pictures of you. That I look just like her. I mean, I can't believe how similar she looks.
yeah.
Very.
I was 17 or something.
That's a lifetime.
We've been.
We've been together forever. No, I know. I mean, he's always.
Now I was wondering family and so on and all that stuff. So that's about as happy as the guy.
Right there, yeah.
Unless he was, the only thing that could make that happier is if that was taken next to a fire pit.
Yeah.
With his
Goodness.
Jeep behind it.
That's how it is.
It's still
Yeah.
there?
It's,
Yeah.
Oh my
gosh.
Yeah. So good.
That's awesome. You gotta get a picture. Did you see that giant grass mountain?
Yeah. I have said that day one that she is. She was since we were little, took her apart since we were little. We always took apart everything.
keep up with him.
No.
And I was pretty good on the
Anxiety, yeah.
He would just get some hair on
Oh, you did
all kinds of crazy
I
tricks.
thought that was definitely, he's like, no, that's not, like.
I know, I took a picture of it first.
See that
and
picture,
just
and that's
really
how I
big on that.
remember him. I mean, the first time I met him, he had lived in Lake Stephen
With a cedar bush.
apartments, and then I was introduced to him, and I remember this little white boy, in his little bright red shorts, and I was like, it's so weird that we met again when I was, you know, grown up. By the same cousin, by the same cousin that introduced us the first time.
Look at it, that part. Oh. There's all of that. I was always pouty.
Lots of pictures.
I was always pouty, yeah.
I see what you guys are doing a video, are you gonna release it and let other people see that, or?
Oh, sure, yeah, we're doing, yeah, it's a virtual thing.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, my brother, several
Oh,
people
we
shared.
Is there like a link?
We've shared a link with the paper, but I can send you something.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
So then I
something.
can share it with the Washington Post. I was telling, I'm like, I wish I knew how to like set up Zoom. Okay, so.
There's definitely a link. Oh, it's already Facebook. It is right now, yeah, already. One meeting?
Yeah.
Everybody does. I'll go to. Okay, No, it's
I shared this on Facebook.
just go over and then you have to go to YouTube channels.
Okay, okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Washington, Burlington, Washington, it's like Skagit County.
No, I used to live in Beverly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that actually is us.
Oh, my gosh.
I live here now, but I was there for 5 years.
Yeah, we're gonna, plan on doing a bonfire, I don't know, if you just heard it from
That's what we do.
this spring up in Concrete, we have property out there, bonfire, and, you know.
I'm sure you
It is just like, you know, we're so happy that he was leaving a toxic relationship to come here, and I'm just so glad he found.
Yeah, when we went over.
I like that picture with, I had this post, like one I had with him, was partly, and he's like. Yeah, yeah, but she wasn't in it, it was just him on the mic, too. That's his call. I know. Like, so funny. Is it a button or just like a live button or just?
Yeah. Big Zoom
Thank you. Thank you all so much for being here today. Honor Justin. I'm Aaron. I'm Justin's stepbrother. Sometimes punching bag. And always friend. Gathering to reflect on the life of a loved one means so much, and it goes such a long way to helping us all grieve and heal. Beyond those of us that are here in the room with us today, we have countless people watching from around the country on our live stream that we're recording. There are going to be a few readings by family. I also want to give anyone in the room an opportunity to say what they'd like to say about Justin or to Justin. I've had a few people approach me and say, I want to say something, but I don't know if I can when my time is here. I said, join the club. And that's okay. It's all okay. If you choose to speak, you need to bring one thing with you, and it's your love for Justin. How you feel about it is okay. I have a confession to make. I'm a bit of a baker. I didn't tie this tie. I loosen it just enough so I can take it off, and I put it on a hook. My wife ties it. I know how, she's just better at it. This white shirt that I'm wearing is horribly wrinkled. So I put a sweater on over it. My shoes, I have not worn these in so long. They're so tight, I didn't tie them. I just tucked the laces in. I hope my pants are long enough to cover that up. Faking can be useful sometimes though. On Tuesday I had a dentist appointment. I love my dentist. She's phenomenal. How are you? How's your family? How were the holidays? I said my two brothers couldn't make it in their families. One because of weather, and one's just not feeling well enough to travel. She said, well, how's he doing now? I said, he's fine. but I did, because I had to. And I couldn't talk about it. And that's okay. Your fear, your anger, your frustration or desperation, even your joy and happiness when you think about it. It's all okay, all of it. Most of us think of happiness when we think about a celebration. And we're here to celebrate Justin. But it just doesn't feel like a normal emotion to feel after you've lost someone so near and dear to you. But it's during a celebration that the family can acknowledge the significance of loss, the value of love, and we can regain a sense of what's so important to all of us. A celebration doesn't have to be festive. Just that it's more about bringing inspiration to those that loved Justin at a time of loss. It's meant to be heartwarming and meaningful to those closest to him. I have so many things I want to say about Justin and to Justin. I want to tell him thank you. I want to thank him for the joy that he brought to my life, toughening me up when I was a kid, and sharing with me that freedom that comes from stepping outside your comfort zone, going so much faster than I ever wanted to go, ever. It's hard to accept that you're not here, Justin. So most of the week, I've been believing you're still with us. The rest of the time, I'm imagining you surrounded by a dirt track that's never ending, with every bike you ever wanted. A mud bog so deep, you can't help but get stuck. Or flying off the homemade plywood deck jump we made at the bottom of the hill outside our house. All while wearing the biggest grin we all remember you for. I imagine it's a better place than here. I can't help but think about how unfair it is that you're gone. I think about our last few conversations. And I wonder what I could have or should have done differently. It doesn't make sense to me that someone can leave this world so young. But then I look around and I see all of the lives that you've touched. All the joy that you brought. So today, in some moments, I'm going to fake it, and in others I'm not, and that's okay. I'm going to mourn and grieve your all too early passing with sadness. But in other moments, I'm going to be surrounded by the happiness that you brought to me and so many others in this room. And I'm going to laugh. And I'm going to cry. And all of that is okay. Most importantly, I will miss you. I will miss you, my brother, today and forever. That went better than when I practiced it. We're going to take some time to go through a few readings. Family have some readings and things they'd like to say. And then we'll open it up for anyone else that would like to say a few words. I'm going to start with Justin's brother and my brother, Justin.
Too many damn Justins.
Justin's stepbrother, Justin.
I'm Justin. I'm Justin's stepbrother, Justin. You can imagine what that was like, meeting him for the first time. I was 6 years old. We showed up at the house we were going to be living at. And there were 2 kids in the yard. Came up to each other, hey, what's your name? He's like, Justin. Hey, that's my name too. How old are you? 6. I'm 6. Where were you born? October. I was born in October. And from that point on, like, he was the third twin. We lived with him for about 5 years. And Justin was my introduction to the fact that a kid could have grit. He was my introduction to the fact that a kid could be impulsive. That a kid could be aggressive and determined. That a kid could break the rules, take the consequences, and then get out there and be a kid again and break the rules. And there was a bullheadedness that I didn't know that a kid could have. It was also my introduction to the fact that a kid could be hurt. A kid could be sad, and a kid could be angry. I'm going to move on to the poem here. It's a sentimental poem, and I know that he's a greedy guy. But he also was one of the sweetest and most open-hearted people I knew. He was brave in driving off stuff, and he was brave in feeling his pain. So this is a poem that is important to me and my family, and I've mentioned a couple other people here have heard it. It's called Do Not Stand at My Grave and Weep. Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep. I am 1,000 winds that blow. I am in the diamond glints in the snow. I am the sun on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain. When you awaken in the morning hush, I am the swift, uplifting rush of quiet birds in circled flight. I am the soft stars that shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die. Thank you, Justin.
Next, Justin's mom, Victoria.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. As I've been introduced, I call myself Justin's bonus mom because it means so much more than step mom. In 1985, I met a man named Greg Russell. And shortly after meeting Greg, I met his two adorable children, Elaine and Justin, who were around 8 and 6 at the time. And Elaine is 6 months older than my older son, Jason, who was not able to be here today, although he desperately wanted to, and he's watching. And as you've heard, Justin was 6 days older than these two. And we combined our families and lived a wonderful, busy, lively, I shall say, emphasize that, life. And there are many, many stories to tell from that time, and there are folks here that may tell some of those. But I want to say that Elaine and Justin captured my heart very early in our relationship. To share just a couple of stories, Justin enjoyed playing in the large yard that we had in our very modest house. And the yard was in quite a desperate state. And so we managed to get some free fill to come in to fill in some of the holes in the marshy part so the kids could really have a lot of space to play. And we had these massive dump trucks lined up along the road, and I was terrified that somebody was going to be mad at us, but those trucks came in and they dumped and they dumped and they dumped, and they built these huge hills in our yard. And you can imagine how much fun Justin had riding his bicycles up and down those hills and giving me heart attack after heart attack. Also, we had 2 years of Cub Scouts. I led the Cub Scout troop that the boys were in, and also the second one for the older boy. So we had 2 years on our kitchen table with the 3 of them and 3 of their friends approximately. And Justin excelled at the various physical badges that you could get as a Cub Scout, and also the more technical ones where you had to work with something that was complicated and using his hands and his beautiful brain as well. And the 3 boys, the triplets, shared one room, and we built bunks up high. I mean, each of them had their own bunk around. It was a small room, but they each had their own bunk, and underneath it, they had their private area that they each decorated in different ways. We had colorful material that somebody got from somewhere, but to close them off, and in there, Justin would have his micro machines and his transformers and all the things that he took apart and worked hard to put back together. And Tanya, I know you know, that sounds very familiar. And one story is where the boys were out riding their bikes in the neighborhood, no helmets, running around in the streets in those days. And the twins came running down, they're driving down, screaming on their bikes down the road. Mom, Mom, Jesse got hit by a car. Oh my God. And then here comes Justin on his bicycle, screaming, Mom, I got hit by a car. And the details are a little sketchy, but apparently he hit the car, went over the top, and he jumped up, picked up his bike, and the lady's saying, are you okay, are you okay? And he said, he just took off riding and come to tell me that he got hit by a car. And she drove off, which is really weird, I think. But it was unbelievable. I know there's other people that would like to share stories or thoughts. But I just want to say that as with all of you, my heart is broken to have such a bright, smart, creative light leave this physical world. We will always be here for Tanya and Harlequin and Billy Rose, and we'll hold them in our arms and in our lives. And I'm so grateful for this gathering that may help us all cope with this devastating loss. Thank you for coming.
Yeah. I want to do a reading. I mentioned everybody wants to speak, but many aren't sure when their time's here that they should. So, I'm going to find a reading here. Make sure I can read this for someone. To my uncle, by George Harkness. A giant pine, magnificent and old, stood staunch against the sky and all around. Shed beauty, grace, and power. Within its fold, birds safely reared their young. The velvet ground beneath was gentle, and the cooling shade gave cheer to passers-by. Its towering arms, a landmark stood, erect and unafraid, as if to say, fear not from life's alarms. It fell one day. Where it had dauntless stood was loneliness and void. But men who passed paid tribute and said, to know this life was good. It left its mark on me. Its work stands fast. And so it lives. Such life no bonds can hold. This giant pine, magnificent and old. So at this point, I do want to invite anyone else who would like to say some words to do so. You're welcome to come up here to the podium. There's a microphone we can bring around as well if you prefer. We will end with one final reading before moving on. Again, all you need to bring with you is your love, as you've all already done here today. Let me close then.
Oh, I would like to say something. Yeah?
Hi, my name's Tiana, and I had the pleasure, I don't know many of you here, but I had the pleasure of working with Justin for a few years. And we worked in the shop, body shop. You can imagine, I got to know Justin pretty well in a shop environment. And, you know, hi, sweetheart. I'm so happy to see you. I really got treated with knowing Justin in a way that I was not expecting. You know, in a shop, there can be, you know, it's all guys. They're behaving like guys, and that's okay. They're working hard and they're doing what they need to do. But I got to meet and got to know Justin so well. And it was always such a treat he'd come to my office. I was the office manager. He'd come in and he'd go, "Oh, Taylor, the girls made this accomplishment." He was always just so proud of his girls. And he'd come in and share with me the sweetest thing, small or big. I knew what was happening after school because he loved his girls so much and he couldn't wait to tell me about it. Or he'd come in and he'd go, "Ah, Tanya's coming over, she's bringing over, she's home making this, oh, you're gonna love it." And it was just so neat that in such an environment of a bunch of men working hard on cars, here's Justin constantly, almost daily, coming to my office to tell me how proud he is and how much he loves his girls. And I just find that to be such a treat, you know. I was new to town, I didn't know many people, and he was one of the first for me to bond with. And it was kind of surprising, you know, I wasn't expecting it, but I really felt like family, because I know the girls every step of their way and talking to. He was a very loving person. He just had such a big heart. He had a big heart in many things. Playing hard, going fast, but he loved hard, you know. And I'm just so thankful I got to spend that time with him. Until you called me, it just shocked me to the core that he had passed. But I'm very thankful to be his friend, and I'm thankful to know Tanya and the girls. And I look forward to continue celebrating their accomplishments and hopefully enjoying Tanya's food.
Hey, where's the strippers and the Coke?
Okay. All right, so she just brought up a little story. It's a funny one. I just started at the shop, and being an office manager, you know, we celebrate everyone's birthday lunch. You know, our boss would buy lunch and go around and see what they wanted. And I just started, mind you. I didn't know Justin yet. "Okay, Justin, I heard it's your birthday. Coming up, what do you want for your birthday?" And he just looked at me, very straight face, and goes, "Strippers and Coke." So I downloaded that information, and we got to know each other. And his next birthday, I said, "I just want to let you know I had a big present for him. Some of you in here remember." And it was paint stripper solvent and a 6-pack of Coke. We had a good laugh. That's behind the story. But, you know, and I know there's so many of you that have those great stories. Justin was just, he was extra in everything. And I'm really, really happy I got to know Justin in that very special, loving way. He loved you. He loved your heart, you know, he loved you big and full, and it's just so great. And I'm just so impressed by how much he loved to share his love for Tanya and the girls. Okay, back to you.
Thank you so much for sharing.
We'll give him a
having a hard time here.
It's all right.
Somebody else want to go first?
I love you, Uncle Felix. I love you.
Yeah, how do you admit
I love you.
I didn't really prepare anything. Justin knows that's just kind of how I roll. I'm Nathan, one of his buddies from Washington. I met Justin when I was
I love you,
17.
Uncle Felix.
And instantly we just kind of hit it off. We both have this love for tearing stuff apart and going fast and building stupid stuff just because we could. You know, we'd go in halves on a welder, on a pipe bender, and a bunch of tools. We just started making rock buggies. And, you know, with him, it always seemed like I don't know, it made me feel like I could do anything. Well, between the two of us, we could accomplish just about anything. He helped me, buy my first house when I was 19, which before meeting Justin was something that I never thought would at all be possible. So I bought this rundown, foreclosed on house that had some old people living in it, so it needed everything. Roof, siding, electrical. And then I got Justin along my side. Well, shit, man, you can fucking do that. You know how to do plumbing? Well, no, you met a plumber? They're not that smart, so. We can do it. Okay, got this. Oh, wait. Cool. You know how to sweat a pipe? No, that's a fucking torch, dude. Cool, come on, man. So, just over the years, just always pushing to do things that
In your comfort zone?
totally out of my comfort zone. I was kind of the shyer, not so outgoing, so you go rolling around with this guy, and you'd be driving down the side of the road, and you'd see a couple of Jeeps sitting on the side of the road. Next thing you know, he's slamming on his brakes and faces in the dashboard. We're gonna go make friends with these guys in these Jeeps. Unbeknownst to me, like, all right, well, that's cool. Meet these guys, and next thing you know, 2 days later, we're out on the trails, wheeling around, breaking stuff, of course, because you're not having fun if you're not breaking something. And I just remember his love for just doing something. He didn't really care what it was, as long as it was outside. And just his love for nature, his love for getting out and exploring, his love for people, his friends, animals, pets. It just made you feel, even if you just met the guy, he can make you feel like you guys have been best friends forever. Like you were his number one buddy in his life. You'd only known the guy for 2 weeks. Yeah. I don't know. I've been wanting to, make it down here to come see him and meet his family and his girls. And time just gets away from you. Next thing you know, I'm talking to him on Facebook, and he's telling me it's been 8 years since I'd seen him. He moved down here, came down here to see Sigafoods and met Tanya, fell in love, and never came home. And,
Sorry.
but I could just see, what's great, I could just see how happy he was, I knew he'd always wanted a family, he wanted little girls of his own. And he brought him that, And I could just see how happy he was, just in pictures, and anytime he'd reach out to me on Facebook or something, You know, in the old days, when we talked about Jeeps, wheeling, dirt bikes, and, you know, lately when we talked, all he wanted to talk about was the girls. How proud he was. You know, just recently, it was a Christmas play. He gets up there and steal the microphone. Tell everybody, hey, you know, love you guys, blah, blah, blah. You know, pretty much the microphone dropped, and I'm thinking, that's Justin right there. The only guy that could just walk into a room full of strangers he didn't know and make them all his friends. Just like that. But, I don't really know where I'm going with this stuff other than, I fucking miss you, dude. Can't believe you're gone. I was driving, you know, we got a rental car, landed in Phoenix, got a rental car, driving out this way, looking at the scenery and all the trails and all that stuff. Half of me's super excited, I'm almost to Justin's house. And I'm gonna, you know, like we're gonna jump on some dirt bikes and hit all these trails everywhere. And then the reality's hitting me that he's gone. I'm coming here to celebrate what an awesome guy he was. And you know, he was kind of the guy that would, didn't matter what he was doing, if you needed a hand, if you were stuck, if you were, in my case, 40 miles up some mountain road out in fucked Egypt, standing on a rock trying to get cell service. The one guy that called, you know, come get me. Even though I didn't invite him out to come fuck around in the woods. He's gonna be pissed when I call. But I know that son of a bitch is gonna get up at 1:30 in the morning. Even though he's gotta go to work in the morning. And he's gonna drive to my house. He's gonna pull a tire off of my other truck. And he's gonna come up and find me, even though my conversation with him was about 45 seconds. And you know that road over there on the left, kind of across from the church, and we went up that one time, but I kind of took a left, and I don't know, way up here, come get me. Shit, lost service. Sure enough, here comes Justin. What's up, asshole? You don't even fucking invite me for this shit? I'm like, got your fucking tire, you know. Well, now I'm here, we're wheeling, right? Like, we're gonna keep going? Like, we gotta work tomorrow? Well, yeah, but I'm not going to bed now. Like, okay, let's go. Back at it we go. And I got tired now. Okay, let's go. So, but anyways, I miss the guy. And we're gonna do a little thing in this summer down in Washington in Palm Creek. We're gonna do a little. Well, it's for Justin, so it won't be little. We're going to do a bonfire. We didn't do anything little. So we're going to do a bonfire, and I camp out at the river. And anybody and everybody's welcome. We'll throw out some invites. But I know there's a lot of people whose hearts he's touched, and you know, up in Washington, that weren't able to make it down here. So we're going to do another little party, celebration, bonfire, you know, see if we can get rowdy again. It's a long time since any of us have gotten rowdy. But
On break.
yeah. So, anyways, I know we're all gonna miss him.
Thank you. Those are good stories. You do a good impression too, let me tell you. Yes, he does. Sound a lot like me. I can't do that. I'm going to give another opportunity if there's anybody else that cares to share a few words.
You can do it.
What to say?
Let's start from the beginning. Very first time I woke up in his room. Second time I was chasing his girls. Chasing them out of the window. At my girlfriend's house. 15. We had a lot in common. We liked to party. All my friends were his friends. He was against my yang. He's more opposite. At all. Sure. Can't breathe. I don't know what to say. I miss you, buddy.
Thank you. For folks that aren't able to speak today, there is a recording book that we have. You can write some thoughts down, some feelings down. Tanya has it in front of her. We'll make sure everyone has that as well. Put your notes in there if you have them written. We'll always have those.
For the girls.
For the girls.
It's just regular love days, right?
Yeah, me too.
I think so.
I don't mind really now, but.
I'm going to close with a reading. As We Look Back by Claire Jones. As we look back over time, we find ourselves wondering, did we remember to thank you enough for all you have done for us? For all the times you were by our sides to help and support us, to celebrate our successes, to understand our problems, accept our defeats, or for teaching us by your example the value of hard work and judgment, courage and integrity. We wonder if we ever thanked you for the sacrifices you made to let us have the very best, and for the simple things like laughter, smiles, and the times that we shared. If we have forgotten to show our gratitude enough for all the things you did, we're thanking you now. And we are hoping you knew all along how much you meant to us. Again, thank you all so much for being here in the room and across the country to honor Justin. Please tell stories, the sad ones and the happy ones. I look forward to hearing them. Thank you. There'll be some refreshments in the back here as well.
Thank you.